Now from the city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jason Hamill, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable and gives his ball club a chance to win.
Josh Harrison heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 5.
Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
Hamill has his target. Here's the 0-2. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I know this club is open for better days ahead from Jung Ho Kang. He's without a steal in this series. Not a stat line you hear about him too often. Just needs to work on getting on base, and then he can think about being aggressive and taking an extra 90 feet.
Gregory Polanco is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Dexter Fowler, one of those long, lanky outfielders with those great strides that can cover ground, does a great job of running down balls, has a good throwing arm, and basically just a reliable outfielder.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Oh, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Soler on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Jonathan Neese, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But this is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, this is a great team that goes out there and works counts. They see a lot of pitches. They get into the other team's bullpen. They're toward the top of the league in walks right now, so that really helps them out because they continually have guys on base.
Javier Baez will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Gregory Polanco has 3 traits that make him an incredible outfielder. He's got that frightening speed, fearless approach, and he's got an absolute cannon for an arm. That range of skills that he puts on display, breathtaking. He should be a factor in any game he's playing in.
Chris Bryant is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And it's been a great start to this road trip so far. They've won 4 of the first 5 games. Normally, even if you just play 500 ball on the road, you'll do fine. So they're exceeding that number and then some.
2 out, nobody on. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
2-2.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Starling Marte will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And the Pirates have their first base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Joe Mauer will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, right now, he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Hamill sets. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Three and 0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Nobody out, runner on first. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Jung-Ho Kang will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Soler is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
David Freese will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And he takes this one high. 1-1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a shot to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
We're starting to see signs that he's about ready to break out of this slump he's been in. He won't get anything to show for it here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
Standing in now, Chris Stewart, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average is at 308 entering play. No home runs as of yet, and a pair of RBIs. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
That's just good pitching there. They establish the off-speed pitch for strike one and come back with two heaters to sit him down.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 249 the average coming in. 6 home runs and 30 RBIs. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Number 40 steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And that's in there for strike one. swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. John Neese set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
In there, strike one. Lifted the other way out to left center. Fowler on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Sunday Night Baseball here on the show. More baseball, of course, coming up this week as you get a look at our upcoming schedule for the week ahead. Josh Harrison will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Gregory Polanco, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Well, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Andrew McCutchen will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Now the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. Jason Hamill digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Hamill.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Still 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Gung's got it. 1 away.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Nice gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 4 on Friday. He could use a good at-bat here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Javier Baez is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Polanco. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Starling Marte is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. The throw into second. And he will make it there as he starts the 4th with a leadoff double.
Here's where trying to do too much and come back and haunt you. This was just going to be a simple single, but look, here comes a throwing error, and that allows him to move into scoring position.
So here's Joe Mauer as he'll take a look at ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately. 15 straight games now, and people are really starting to take notice of that streak.
Into the box, Jung-Ho Kang, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And there's ball one. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
None out, runners at first and second. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Here's David Freese to stand in. As this is on the ground softly down to third. Zobrist. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Chris Stewart gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Chris Bryant is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. And he'll reach first safely.
First baseman number 44, Anthony.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
Hit out towards second. Harrison has it. One there. On to Mauer. It's a double play.
I think this one falls into the category of tailor-made. Here you go. 1, 2 hops to second, the feed to the bag, and a 4-6-3 double play. That's as easy as it comes.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Bounce to first. Mauer's there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Jonathan Neese will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone. Then maybe your offense can go from there.
Hamels is ready. Here's the 1-1. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Soler has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Josh Harrison will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Gregory Polanco steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And it's quickly 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how you call it a ball either.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Mauer in foul ground and reined in, 1 away. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Number 40 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hit to third, fielded by Freeze. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 39, Jason Hamill.
Ready now, Jason Hamill. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Gung is there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Kind of surprising here because he's got the pitcher running down to first. Take your time, set your feet, make a good throw. No reason to throw this one away.
In is Jorge Soler. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. McCutchen on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Andrew McCutchen will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
McCutchen.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Look out, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hamill into the wind. Here it is on 2-1. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, number 14 on the season, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Here's Starling Marte. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That last home run estimated at 399 feet. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, now and this ball is hit high and deep to left field as well. Do they have back-to-back here? They do, as this too is a home run. It's a solo shot for Starling Marte. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. So here's Joe Mauer as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
0-1, here's the pitch. 0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out.
And he's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Jung Ho Gong will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. There to take it is Fowler as that becomes out number 2.
Now batting,
David Freese stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
2 out, nobody on. And the count will be full. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Drilled on the ground to short. There's Baez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Bucks out in front, 2-0. Dexter Fowler will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch of the at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Grounded to third. Played on the backhand. Over to first is Freese, and there's 1 out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Javier Baez will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And a high strike there, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Chris Bryant will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. Lays off 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Pedro Strop is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Chris Stewart will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
The 2-0 pitch. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. That's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Line to the right side. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
The pitcher, John Neese, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. First pitch on its way. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And a rather easy first out.
Well, this is textbook baseball right here. He's got the lead already, and now he moves another man into scoring position, and that could hopefully give himself even more of a cushion to work with.
Josh Harrison stands in. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You have to wonder a little bit about the consistency of that strike zone. I think that was a strike earlier.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
He gives him a free 90 feet there with one away. Now, all of a sudden, you open up a wealth of chances of making a productive out and still getting that guy home.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And after all of that, the runner has to stay put at third base. I don't think he quite knew what to do out there, so he's just going to ride this one out, keep himself in one piece, and hold on tight at third base. And pretty hard to blame him.
Here's Gregory Polanco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, when you start relying on one pitch out there and you become a one-pitch pitcher, there's no doubt in the hitter's mind what's coming. He's sitting on this one all the way, and he launches it right over the wall.
Justin Grimm will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the seventh.
Justin Grimm.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of ones and twos, but those will add up.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And this is just off the outside corner, ball two.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Soler's after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this two-run home run. Bottom of the seventh inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Anthony Rizzo will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Neese into his motion. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Polanco has it in his tracks. 2 down.
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Now a ball hit high and deep, heading toward the corner and left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. At another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Pirates 4 and the Cubs nothing. Starling Marte will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo is over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Joe Mauer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Under it is the left fielder. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jung-Ho Kang. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They lead it 4-0. Number 40 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ball game.
For the Cubs, left fielder, number 40.
Nice sets his sights. First pitch on the way. In there for strike one.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side hit hard. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Addison Russell will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Addison Russell.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That's by him for strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike. Count.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
A runner at first with no outs here. Hit in the air to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jorge Soler will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
In there, a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Well, I understand the need to try and make something happen, but when you're losing, the one thing you cannot afford to do is have guys get thrown out on the base pass. And that makes an already tough situation even tougher.
Dexter Fowler will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Out in front of it, strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lifted in the air to right field. Polanco on the run, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Hector Rondon will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. David Freese will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
Third baseman, David Freese.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd foul. Rondon looks in. Here's the 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Settling in now, Chris Stewart. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Ready on 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
I'll tell you what, my man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there. Look how high he is. That's what you call selling out.
Into the box now, John Neese. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they're in front 4-0. Javier Baez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Now here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Trying to strike him out for the second time. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is going to get there. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Chris Bryant will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Now the pitch. Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. It's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And he'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches. 2 out, nobody on. Just missing here, 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
This is in the air out to right field. Polanco giving chase, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 4-0. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 4 runs on 8 hits with 1 error